Alright, guys, in honor of the World Cup, Mexico taking on South Africa, I'm going to give you my winning of the World Cup, and then I'm going to say who's going to be top scorer, dark horses, all of that. So let's get into it. Though my winner is going to be France. I'd say France or Spain. I always believe England can do it, but I just feel like we don't have enough. So it's going to be France, especially with Mbappe. But if Mbappe takes and tries to be the star man and takes a couple of extra touches like he potentially could, because he's always going to want to outshine Elise, Ousmane Dembele. He wants to be the France's top man, wants to win the Ballon d'Or. So of course he's going to try to take extra touches. He's going to try to be the star man, get the goals. So that could hinder France, but I believe they got enough in them to do it. Then you've got my dark horses. That could be Morocco or Japan. I'm gonna say Japan because the way they've played, they've in previously in international friendlies and in World Cup qualifiers, they've beaten the likes of. They've drawn so many games. They've been on a 14. They've won so many games. They've been on a 14-game unbeaten streak. They've drew to the likes of England. They've beaten Brazil, and they've actually played very, very well against England, where they kept it tight defensively, and they pride themselves on that defensively, being tight, and then hitting on the counter, and they gave England a good go and big teams a good go. So Japan could be the underrated dark horses. I'd say the top scorer is going to be Mbappe. Ronaldo's up there. Kane is up there. Yamal's up there. I just feel like gonna do it with that stacked France squad. He's done it previously in the World Cup, so he's gonna be the top scorer. The underrated player to be a potential for the player of the tournament, Brahim Diaz. This guy is so creative. He gets on the ball. He's willing to take shots. He's willing to make the passes. He's willing to actually. I saw him playing the Africa Cup of Nations like 1 or 2 years ago, and honestly, wow. The way he carries Morocco and the way he played in that tournament, he was like a Moroccan Messi or something. So he could be a player of the tournament. The other player of the tournaments for me, it'll be Mbappe. We know the obvious choice, but Brahim Diaz, player of the tournament for me. Then you've got the team that's gonna flop this tournament. You've got Belgium, Portugal, Germany for me. They've got stars in their squad. I just don't feel like they're gelled enough to get through. I feel like they get to a quarters and can potentially lose at the quarterfinal. But Germany, the team that's going to flop this tournament. You can let me know all of your predictions in the comments below. And lastly, the one to make the final is going to be a France v Spain final.